Hello everyone, welcome to Career Launcher. And in today's session, we are going to talk about 25 must do LR sets. This is part 2. Part 1 we have already covered last week. So let's start. So basically, we are going to see what kind of sets we have gotten in the previous year. So let's see. So this is set 3 from 2017 slot 1. Okay. So basically, what does it say? Applicants for the doctoral program of MBA Institute of Engineering, that is AIE, and Bambi Institute of Engineering, okay, that is BIE. So we are talking about AIE and BIE, okay, are appearing for common entrance test, that is CET, okay. Those who are above 80 percentile in at least two sections or and at or above 90 percentile overall are selected for advanced test. Okay, Mr. A, you how to improve in LR? You need to practice a lot, I think. Try solving all the sets while I'm solving the set. Try doing it simultaneously. Fine. So see what are the misses you are having. Understood? So try doing it simultaneously before I start. You should directly start solving this set. Fair point? And are selected for 80. 80 is used by AIE for final selection. Okay, 200 candidates who are above 90th percentile overall based on CET. The following, so some additional information is given to us. And last point says BIE uses different process for selection. If any candidate appearing in the AT by AIE, okay. So just wait for a while. Let me finish both the sets, and by the time I'm done with both the sets, I think you will be a little more confident that how these sets should be approached. So just let's continue, and I'll take that query that how you need to improve in LR or something that we are going to discuss after I am done discussing these sets. Fair point. Now, BIE considers AET score for final selection provided that the candidate is above 80 percentile in P. Any other candidate at or above 80th percentile in P in CET who is not eligible for AET is required to appear in a separate test conducted by BIE uh, uh, for being considered for final selection. Altogether, there are 400 candidates this year who are above 80th percentile in P. Okay. And what are the questions we have? We have what best we can conclude about the number of candidates sitting for separate test for BIE who were at or above 90 percentile in CET. So that is one question. Second question is that's too lengthy. Okay. If the number of candidates who are at or above 90th percentile, that is second question. If the number of candidates who are at or above 90th percentile, so basically if you are going to see second question, third question and fourth questions, all three questions are starting with the statement if. It means additional information is being given in the question. It means definite arrangement can't be found out. It means I cannot get every value in this set. Otherwise, if statement will not be needed. So I hope everyone understood that this is a question of cases. So there are going to be cases in this question, because if cases are not there, the question itself will not tell me that if this is happening, then what will happen. Understood? So now I am going to start. So basically, there are three category of people. One is physics, second is chemistry, third one is maths. So, and there should be overlapping. There is some overlapping. So if you see the second statement that 150 people are above 80 percentile in exactly two sections, it means this is a question of set theory. Directly it is telling me It is a question of set theory. So I am directly going to make a Venn diagram, right? So I am going to make Venn diagram. This is one circle, this is second circle, and this is third circle. So I got what? Physics, chemistry, and maths, and total number of people are 200. We are talking about CET. Okay. No one is below. So basically, this circle represents the number of people that are standing at 80 percentile or above in physics. So anything that is outside this circle, it means that person is scoring less than 80 percentile in physics, right? Same goes for chemistry, same goes for maths. Now this represents the people who are scoring more than 80 percentile in physics, chemistry, and maths. This represents the number of people who are getting 80 percentile in more than 80 percentile in physics and chemistry only. So basically, this is what it says. Now, no one is below 80th percentile in all three sections. Outside physics, value is less than 80 percentile. Outside chemistry, less than 80 percentile. Outside maths, less than 80 percentile. So basically, these are the people that the area that is outside all three is the number of people who are below 80 percentile in all three sections. And first statement tells us that this number is 0. Okay. Now 150 are at above 80 percentile in exactly two sections, means this value plus this value plus this value is 150. Okay. The number of candidates that are at or above 80th percentile in P is same as the number of people that are above 80th percentile in C, and the same number of candidates that are above 80th percentile in M. So let's start writing variables. So let's call it A, let's call it A, let's call it A. So only P, only C, only M are equal. So all three values I'm denoting by A. Okay. Now let's call it D, let's call it E, let's call it F, let's call it G. So first statement is telling us that D plus E plus F, that's equal to what? 150. Now total number of people are 200. It means A plus A plus A plus G means 3A plus G should be 50. This is what we got so far, right? So this is the case we are talking about. Okay. The number of candidates below 80th percentile in B. So below 80th percentile means outside this, that is going to be 2A plus F. So 2A plus F is to number of candidates below 80th percentile in C. So 80th below, this circle represents 80 percentile or above. So outside this is going to be 2A plus E. Okay. Is to number of candidates below 80 percentile in M. So that is going to be 2A plus D. And this is given to us as 4 is to 2 is to 1. So that is going to be 4x is to 2x is to x. Okay. And this is what we have. Okay. So I have 2A plus F, that is equal to 4x. 2A plus E, that is equal to 2x. And 2A plus D, and that is equal to what? X. Now I'm going to add all the numbers. So what I'm going to get? I'm going to get 6A plus D plus E plus F, and that's equal to 7x. Okay. So I can say 7x minus 6A, and that's going to be equal to D plus E plus F, that's equal to 150. Right? So I hope everyone understood till this point. Yes, no? Okay. So now I got a linear equation with two variables, and one of the variables is x, second variable is A. So one linear equation. Now I need to find out the solutions of this. Okay. So what kind of solution we can see? That if A is minus 25 and x is 0, this value becomes 150. Now coefficient of x is 7 and coefficient of a is 6. So this value should increase by 6, this value should increase by 7. So I am directly increasing it by 28, 7 fours are. So this value is going to increase by 24. So I am going to get one of the solutions as 24 and 3. Then again increase by 7. This becomes 10. This becomes 30. There should be an increment of 6. This should be 17. This should be 36 and so on. There is an increment of 7. Are we clear till this point? (25) means, so basically coefficient of x is 7, coefficient of a, it's not 25, it's minus 25. Because 25 6 are 150 and it is minus 6a. So I am directly going to get minus 25. So the concept of linear equation says that if you have a linear equation and coefficient of x is 7, coefficient of a is 6 and signs are opposite, then though both values will increase, the coefficient of a will give you change in value of x and coefficient of x is going to give you a change in value of a. And that's what it says. So 7, 7, 7, 7, this is going to be increase in a. 6, 6, 6, 6, that is going to be increase in x. So I got these solutions in total, right? Now I got total of 2 equations and one of the equations is going to be what? 3a plus g is equal to 50. So the largest value that a can take is going to be 16. So a is 16, g is 2. That is the largest possible value for a. Because if a is 17, g will be negative. That's not possible. So from here, I am going to get only 2 possible values of a. One is 3, second is going to be 10. Okay, what is the confusion over here? So there is a concept of linear equation. Let me take an example that is equal to, let's say, 12. So this value is 6, this value is 0. That is one of the solution of this equation, right? 2a minus 3b equal to 12 and value of a is 6, value of b is 0. That is going to be one of the solution of this equation, right? Now coefficient of b is 3, coefficient of a is 2. So increase a by 3, increase b by 2. So 9 and 2. If you put a is equal to 9, b is equal to 2, still it is going to give you, it is equal to 12. It is 3, it is 2. So it is going to be 12, it is 4. Again, it is going to give you this a is equal to 12, b equal to 4 is also going to satisfy this equation. Did you get my point? So this is what the linear equation says. So this is a set that uses the concept of linear equation as well as set theory, both. So a cannot be negative. So the smallest possible value of a is going to be 3. Second value is going to be 10. Third value is 17. If you put a equal to 17, g is going to be negative. So largest value a can have is 16, right? So I am going to get only 2 values. So one is a, then I am going to put b, then I am going to put d, then I am going to put e, then I am going to put f, then I am going to put, sorry, b is not there, so let's take it as g. So if a is 3, so 3a is going to be 9, so g is going to be 41. Okay. If a is 3, x is 24. So 24 means this is 24. So d, so 2a is 6. So d comes out to be what? 18. Right? Now if x is 24, so this becomes 48. 48 minus 6 is 42. This is going to be 96. 96 minus 6 is 90. So these are the values that I am going to get. Okay. Now if a is 10, so if a is 10, then the value of G becomes, so 3A becomes 30, so G becomes 20. Okay. Now if A is 10, X is 30, right? So D comes out to be 10 because X is 30, 2A is 20, so D is 10. Now this is what? 30 into 2, 60. 60 plus 2A is going to be what? Sorry, this is 60, this is 20, so E comes out to be what? 40. And this is 120, this is 20, so F comes out to be what? 100. So this is what we have. I am having a total of 2 possible cases. So value of A can be either 3 or it can be 10. There is no other possible arrangement. Now let's start with the first set. First question. What best can be concluded about the number of candidates sitting for the separate test for BIE who were at or above 90th percentile overall in CET, right? So it means the in CET 90 percentile, it means we are talking about this particular data. In this data, only people who are getting above 80 percentile in physics are eligible to write BIE, because the condition for BIE, if you see, that is number of people, any other candidate and an above 80th percentile in P in CET and who's not eligible for AET, right? Where did I add 24? This is the equation. So if you put x equal to 24 and a equal to 3, it is going to satisfy the equation. So value of x is 24. I didn't add 24 anywhere. So I am just placing the value. If I put a equal to 3, I am going to get g is equal to 41. 2a is equal to 6, x is 24, so value of d becomes 18. Understood? Okay. Now, what is the first question? So basically, how many people are eligible to write BIE? That is going to be the people who are scoring more than 80 percentile in physics. That is A. So it can be either 3 or 10. Both the values are possible. So answer of this question is going to be option A. Now let's look for second one. The number of candidates who are above 90 percentile overall and also above 80 percentile in all three sections in CET is a multiple of uh, 5. It means we are talking about the value of G. That all three people, this is a multiple of 5. So that is going to be 20. It means it is telling you which case to pick. It means I need to pick second case, that is where A is 10, G is 20, D is 10, E is 40 and F is 100. Okay. Now what does it say is what is the number of candidates who are getting overall, okay, in both P and M in CET. So P and M in CET is how many people? So P and M in CET is actually E plus G, right? So what is the value of E plus G? That is going to be 60. So answer of question comes out to be 60. Now let's pick the next set. Next question. What does it say? If the number of candidates who are at or above 90 percentile and also, okay, so it is again says the same thing, multiple of 5, then how many candidates were shortlisted for the AET? So the question is talking about how many candidates are shortlisted. So what is the condition of shortlisting? That 80 plus percentile in at least 2 sections. At least 2 sections, right? So at least 2 sections are what? This is D plus E plus F, that I know as 150, plus G. G is what? 20. So it is going to be 150 plus 20, that is going to be 170. So answer of this question directly comes out to be 170. I hope this is clear to everyone. Yes, no? Now, question number 4, what does it says? It says the number of candidates who are above 90 percentile. So basically, uh, and also above 80 percentile in P, uh, that is more than 100. Okay. So more than 80 percentile in P is 100. So what is the number of people who are having more than 80 percentile in P? That is A plus D plus G plus E. And this value should be more than 100. Okay, so let me take this case. So A is 10, B is what 10, G is what 20, and E is what 40. Now this sum comes out to be 80, and this is not more than 100. So reject this case. So it means I need to pick the first case. That is A is 3, D is 18, G is 41, and E is 42. So this comes out to be 44, 86, 104. Okay. Now, what is the question? Why I'm calculating this? So it means I need to consider the second case. Okay. Now, how many candidates had to sit for a separate test for BIE? Okay. So let me come to this information. So there are total of 400 candidates this year who are at or above 80 percentile in P. Who are at or above 80 percentile in P. And the person who is not eligible for CET, or sorry, not eligible for AET, only those people can write BIE. And there are total of 400 candidates who are above 80 percentile in P. Okay. So there are 400 candidates who are above 80 percentile in P. Out of 400 people, how many people are eligible? That is D plus G plus E. So that is 41 plus 18 plus 42. And this sum comes out to be 101. So how many people should write BIE? That is going to be 299. So answer of this question is going to be option 1. That is 299. Now I'll give you a couple of minutes. Read it, understand it, and ask me any doubt if you have any. Let me tell you, this is not an easy set. This is actually a difficult one. Okay, so should I move on to the next one? So answer for first one, that is option A, 3 to 10. Answer for the second question, that's 60. Answer for the third question, that is 170. And answer for the fourth question is 299. Now the CAT Sprint online classes are live now. So if you want, you can join the classes. If you are not part of any of the classes, the cost is only 15,000 plus GST. Now let's move on to the next one. That is fourth set in this series, that CAT 2017 slot 2. Now this is again, it's not an easy set. There are going to be too many information, and we are going to see how we are going to approach. So let's solve this set. Fine. So there are 8 friends A, B, G, K, G, J, K, M, P, and T are going to Delhi from Calcutta by cheap air. There is some flight. In the flight, there are 30 rows numbered from 1 to 30, consisting 6 seats marked by letter A and F, left to right. A and C are uh, A and C are to the left of the aisle. Okay, so some information. Okay, A and F are window seats. C and D are aisle. And B and E are considered as the middle seats. Okay, so marking is defined. Okay. Now Additional information is given. Cheap air charges 1,000 extra for any seats in row 1, 12, and 13. Those have extra leg room. 2 to 10 charges 300 extra for window seats, 500 extra for aisle seat, 11. Okay, so there are too much information. Okay. Now, so I have made the whole diagram. 30 seats, left to right. A is window, F is window, C is aisle, D is aisle. There are total of 8 people. That's what it says. Okay. Row 1 to 12 and 13 have extra leg room and the charge is 1,000 rupees. So row 1, 1,000 rupees. So wherever you sit, it's going to be 1,000 rupees. 12 and 13, that is also going to be 1,000 rupees. 13 is also going to be 1,000 rupees. We have this. Okay. Row 2 to 10 charges 300 extra for window seat. Okay. So 2 to 10, that is this. 300 extra. That is 200 extra for window seat. From 2 to 10. Okay. What else does it say? 500 extra for aisle. Okay. So it charges 500 extra for aisle. Okay. 11 and 14 to 20 it charges 200 extra for window. So 11, 200 extra for window. And 14 to 20 it charges 200 extra for window. This is 20th. Okay. And 400 extra for aisle. So this is going to be 400. And this is going to be 400. Extra. Okay. 8 friends are sitting in 6 different rows. It means in one row, one person is not sitting. In couple of rows, either in one row, 3 people are sitting. Harsh, I'll come to those queries later on. Fine. Now, okay. So 8 friends were seated in 6 different rows. Okay. So 8 friends are seated in 6 different rows. Okay. So it means either in one row 3 people are sitting and 5 people are sitting in one row each, or 2 people are sitting in two rows and 4 people are sitting in 4 different rows. Okay. Now next one is there are 3 window seats, 4 aisle, 1 middle seat. Okay. 7 of them have to pay extra amounts totaling to 4,600. Okay. And one person is not paying at all. So 4,600 total additional amount is going to be paid by 7 people. So it means that person is going to be either in the middle seat or that person is sitting after 20. That's it. That's what we can conclude. Now Jayanta, Ajit and Vyomkesh were sitting in seats marked by the same letter in consecutive rows in increasing order of row, but all of them paid different amount for their choices of seat. One of these amount may be 0. Okay. So Jayanta, Ajit and Vyomkesh are sitting in 3 consecutive rows and everyone is paying different amount. Right. So what are the possible arrangements I can have for Jayanta, Ajit and Vyomkesh? Tell me this. If I am talking about Jayanta, Ajit and Vyomkesh, they are sitting in 3 different rows and paying different amounts. Then what are the possibilities? If Jayanta is sitting here, then Ajit and Vyomkesh must be paying same amount. Is it a possible case? No. If Jayanta is sitting here, then Ajit and Vyomkesh are paying different amount. Yes, but Jayanta and Ajit are paying same amounts. Right. So if Jayanta is sitting here, Ajit is sitting here, Vyomkesh are is sitting here. Are they paying different amounts? No. So it means Jayanta must sit here. He is paying 500 rupees. Ajit is paying 400 rupees and Vyomkesh is paying 1000 rupees. So this is the arrangement of Jayanta, Ajit and Vyomkesh. There is no other possible arrangement. Okay. Now Gargi was sitting next to Kikira. It means Gargi and Kikira are sitting together. Right? Manik and Jayanta sitting next to each other. So Jayanta and Manik are sitting next to each other. It means Manik can be either at this place or Manik can be in this place, because Aisle and Aisle, they are considered as together. Right? So if Jayanta is sitting here, so Manik can be either here or here. So there are two possibilities. Right? Now let's go to question number 1. What does it say? In which row Manik sitting? Am I getting the answer directly for this? Direct answer is 10. If you read all 4 questions are questions of definite arrangement. Right? So first one I got very quickly. Now second question, how much Jayanta is paying for his choice of seat? That's going to be 500. So in 5 to 6 minutes, I got 2 answers, and that too very quickly. I'm not going to solve. If I'm stuck after this point, I'll leave the set after solving 2 questions, because getting 2 questions right in this is not a pain at all. Understood? Now, let me come to the next one. So, total amount that should be paid is 4,600. Out of 4,600, Jayanta is paying 500, 400 and 1000. So total amount the 3 people are paying are 1900. Okay. Now what is the remaining amount? That is 2700, and that should be paid by 4 people. This is important. Now, if 4 people are paying 2700, okay, and Pradosh and Tapesh were sitting in seats marked by same letter in consecutive rows. Okay. So now the thing is, if I talk about window seats, 3 window seats, right? Jayanta, Ajit and Vyomkesh are already sitting in window. It means no one else is sitting in window. Now, Pradosh and Tapesh are sitting in the seats marked by same letter. It means either both of them aisle or both of them window or both of them are at middle. At middle, it's not possible. Why not? Because in middle, there is only one person. Both of them are sitting in window. That's again not possible. And why not? So if both of them are sitting in window and in window, there are total 3 people. So it means if 2 more people are sitting, then there are going to be 5 people. So that's again not possible. It means Pradosh and Tapesh must sit in aisle seats. So Pradosh and Tapesh must sit at aisle. And both of them are paying different amounts. That's what it says. Okay. Now, Jayanta and Manik, 2 people are sitting here. So this is 1 row. This is 2nd row. This is 3rd row. So I already have 3 rows. Okay. For Gargi and Kikira, that is going to be 4th row. And for Pradosh and Tapesh, I am going to get 2 more rows. So it means Pradosh and Tapesh, that is one possibility, that Pradosh is sitting here, Tapesh is sitting here. So total amount paid by them is going to be 1200. Now remaining amount that is paid by Gargi and Kikira, that should be 1500. Now 1500 is not at all possible for Gargi and Kikira. Right? Because either both of them are paying 1000 or both of them are not paying 1000. Right? So basically this arrangement, the arrangement that we are taking is not a possible arrangement. It means Pradosh and Tapesh cannot sit here, as well as Pradosh and Tapesh can't sit here. So it means Pradosh and Tapesh must sit at these 2 places. So where Pradosh is paying how much money? 200. Tapesh is paying how much money? 0. So basically out of 2700, 200 is done for. Now how much we need to get? We need to get 2500 for how many people? 3 people. So it means Gargi and Kikra must be either sitting in these 2 places or in these 2 places. and remaining one person, that is Tapesh. So Tapesh must be seated. So Tapesh must be seated. Sorry, Manik must be seated here. That is I. Okay, I think I made a little mistake over here. So basically, I thought window seat were three. So these three people are not window people. These three people are aisle people. So one, two, three. Three people are in aisle. Manik is sitting here. That is also aisle, paying 500 rupees. So four people are sitting in aisle. Gargi must be sitting here. Kikira must be sitting here, or vice versa. Pradosh is sitting here, Tapesh is sitting here. So three people are sitting in window. One person is sitting in middle, and four people are sitting in this. What? I. Arrangement is completed. These two people are paying thousand. Manik is paying 500. Jayanta is paying 500. A is paying 400. B is paying 1000. And Pradosh is paying 200. And T is paying 0. Now remaining questions. How much Gargi is paying for extra choice of her seat? That is 1000 rupees. And who is not paying at all? That's going to be Tapesh. So first two questions of this set are extremely easy. For remaining two, there is a little bit of struggle. But when we see this much data on the table, generally we feel that question is going to be very difficult, but still remember that if you are solving through questions, then getting one or two answers right in first 5 to 7 minutes is not a big deal. It will never be a big deal. So I hope I'm clear to everyone. So 10, 500,000 and Tapesh. Okay. Now, if you want to improve in DILR, you can join DILR 1000, and it's a good course to improve. And CL has already launched its app, so you can just download the app and get the analysis in your pocket. And thank you. Now, tell me, what do you want to ask? I'll take your queries. Now, is asking last 3 months what are the remaining strategies. I would say in last 3 months focus a lot on the mocks that you have already solved. So whatever mocks you have solved, I would say go through all those mocks again. Second thing, focus on PYQs. If you haven't started PYQs, start PYQs and get solve all of the previous year questions. So that is one of the most important things. CAT 99 percentilers, I would say, if I am going to tell about 99 percentilers, there are going to be, I think they are ranging from 90. In general, if I say they are ranging from 96 to 99.5 or something like this. And these people score 99 percentile in actual CAT. Yes, Harsh, you want to ask something else? So if you are consistently scoring 95 percentile plus in CL marks, more likely you will end up at 99 plus. So any other question? And remember this, that there are a lot of people who have been scoring 60 percentile, 70 percentile, 80 percentile in CL marks. They also scored 99 plus. The number of those people is very less, but still I won't call them exception because number is not even that less that you can ignore that number. Generally, if you are starting at 95 percentile plus, more likely you might get to 99 percentile in actual CAT. So and remember, if you are lying below 70, still then you can get into 99 percentile plus case. Fine, Harsh? So any other doubt anyone has? Okay. So bye bye. Good night.